Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Today is Friday. Is it the 13th? Well, hold up. What's today, y'all? It's the 13th. Oh, Jesus. Jason. Oh my God. Jason. And everybody named Jason. I wasn't like to play. Good morning. Did y'all sleep good? I did. I slept pretty good. But I have some plans to get some more sleep this weekend. It's been storming so bad. Like, it stormed so bad yesterday. The thunder. You know how you see the lightning flash and then the thunder rolls. It's been, I screamed. I scrumped. I screamed out loud so he came running in the room. He was like, oh, he was all... Man, it was scary. I don't like that. Like all that hooting and hollering in the sky. But yes, y'all, good morning. So what has been going on? Way too much. Way too much has been going on. I'm just gonna talk about everything that I know that's been going on. So it's gonna be some random little topics that I just need to point out and say. But right off the gate, it's like, let me just get this part out the way and say that your boy is now trying to backpedal on what he's saying. But, it doesn't matter, and it's not really a big discussion point, because it's no different from when these people get on, they do a racial slur, and then they go back and say, oh, I'm sorry, and it's like, I get it, I understand that trick very well. You're asking for forgiveness and not permission. And, I'm with that. So, you said what you said, and now you're making it seem like, well, it wasn't really like that. Okay, all right. That's why it's no reason when people do stuff like that, they try to insult you or offend you. That's why you address it right there. Address it right then. Because if they gonna dial back, you need to see them dial back right then. You was just playing, me too. It's just that nobody's laughing. You know what I mean? Nobody's laughing, but okay, you were joking, I was joking. You know what I mean? So that's that. But I know I saw what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's the 14th. There's supposed to be this No Kings protest going on. I'm not even sure what exactly that means as far as but I'm just glad black people are standing down. And that's really all I got on that. Continue to stand down and protest in other ways. Other ways that are going to be safe. Keep it moving. We need to really see what these other people are going to do. How are they going to get their goals accomplished? That's what I'm interested in seeing. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as black people being next. We were always first. Hey, cousin, black people have always been first. So there's no, boogeyman, you're going to be next. Like, please, We were not, and I saw on The View, what's her name? Anna Navarro was going back and forth with somebody trying to compare illegal immigrants to slavery, saying, if that's the case, then I guess this is her point, but if that's the case, then that means black people are here illegally. No, we're not here illegally. You voluntarily came here. So we were kidnapped. And then this became our country. So the birthright citizenship, what is that? The 14th Amendment? That was created for black folks. And everybody else got a chance to benefit off that. And then there was the Immigration Act of 65? I think that was in 65. So it's like, don't even do it. Everybody wants it to be a comparison. There isn't one. And it's not a competition of oppression. Everybody want to be in the oppression Olympics so bad. And the fact is, y'all taking an L right now, but let's not even get into the details. We already know what it is. We already know who got the gold medal of being oppressed. And I know you ain't going to think what I'm getting ready to say is true, but it is. And that's women. Women take the gold medal. Then black people take the silver. Everybody else comes after that. bronze, whatever comes after that. But yeah, when you talk about the oppression Olympics, it's women who suffer the most. Because misogyny is way older than racism. That's a fact. And so, anybody that understands racism certainly should be able to understand misogyny. But we can save that for another day. But for now, sit back, chill, and let's see how they're gonna figure this out. Because what are we supposed to do about that? It's not much, but y'all got any Juneteenth plans? I don't have any plans myself. I could figure something out, somewhere to go, something to do, or I could easily enjoy Juneteenth from my couch. It don't take much. I love to enjoy my purchases, y'all. I love to enjoy my purchases. Okay? The snacks, the AC, the Netflix, just holding the remote, the beautiful blanket, my beautiful leopard blankets that I have. I love to enjoy my purchase, so I'm not a panini for Juneteenth or any holiday or any day. Being at the house is just fine with me. But I'll get outside if there's something to do that makes sense. It sounds like a little bit of fun. But now, speaking of Juneteenth, July 4th is coming. And a lot of people say they don't celebrate. But a part of not celebrating is like not watching the fireworks, not buying the fireworks, not participating anywhere at all. It's given stay at the house and watch everybody else celebrate freedom that we know isn't true. Freedom from what? What exactly would we be celebrating on July 4th? Is my question. What's all the celebrating about? what would that be about? But I know you won't see me celebrating, that's for sure. Speaking of celebration, like I said before, I didn't realize that Coco Guaff won the French Open. And then here come Arnold Schwarzenegger being extremely salty, talking about she never thought a black girl she could be beat by a black person. Arnold, I know Arnold Schwarzenegger ain't talking about Coco Guaff. Like I said before, they don't want you to believe that you can compete. They want us folk, black folk, they want us to believe that some kind of way something had to be given to us. It has to be. That's the whole DEI. That's the whole premise of DEI. And it's like, I couldn't believe Arnold. The only thing Arnold needs to tell us is I'll be back. And that's it. You lost, baby. You lost. And that's just the bottom line. You made mistakes because you was getting beat up on that court. And every time you made a mistake, she did exactly what she's supposed to do. She took advantage. That's the whole point. That's what competition is about. You lost. But I couldn't believe Arnold Schwarzenegger gonna get up there talking about she's gonna be back and she's gonna be. Listen, okay? It's a moot point. Take the L and spend the next year practicing. Okay? Spend the next year practicing. And that's all we can tell you. Try again next time. You'll get them next time, Tiger. That's what she needs to know. But yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger made me so mad, I couldn't even believe it. I said, this is what I'm talking about. She's saying the quiet part out loud, but the quiet part has always been very loud. You don't have to say it. We know how y'all feel about it. And we know that y'all know it ain't true. Every time you get your butt beat by a black person, it points out the superiority is just, again, a myth, a lie, from the pits of hell, and everybody can see it. And that's what we're watching right now as the country, burns down, literally and figuratively. You gotta get your stop, drop, and roll on. Be alright. We all gonna be alright. But on another note, did y'all watch the BET Awards? I forgot to talk about that the other day when it came on. I don't have BET, so I gotta wait to see the clips. I probably wouldn't have sat through the awards anyway, but it looked good from what I saw. I was like, okay, this is cute. It was real cute. It was good. They had the 106 in Park thing, and that was good because, everybody had their generation or set of hosts, and of course, my host was Free and AJ at the time when I was like really watching it. Free and AJ was the host. And so it was good to see all of the different hosts come back. Terrence J, he ain't never beaten the allegations. We still want to know who the girl was in that car when you got into an accident that night. We want to know what's up. Because you had a whole girlfriend and then you had a car accident, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, hello? So he's lucky. He's been able to, we know some crap happened, but a pretty penny was paid to cover it up and never to be spoken about again. Not in the way that we want it to, but, you know, but whatever. But, so, as far as the performance is concerned, you had Maya, Keisha Cole, A-Marie, and who's the fourth person? Ashanti. Okay, so in the order in which I appreciated it was definitely Maya first, because you know Maya could jam, she could dance. So she got up there and performed. And then, I'll probably have to go with Ashanti, and then Keisha Cole, and then A-Marie last. Now, A-Marie, we love you. We just saw you had a tiny desk. And it wasn't terrible. It was just that it's like, you're not, you know, you can hold a note, and nobody, that's excellent. You know what I mean? It's just one thing that got me tripping. Okay? But, no. The answer is absolutely not, you know. But, you know, it wasn't terrible. It's just that it was just like, you know, I'd rather see it in video form. I don't need to see it live. It's not needed. But, you know, the BT Awards was cute. Everybody came out. It was just really cute. But, speaking of awards, you know, the Grammys are now going to have 2 categories for country music since Beyonce won. Once again, moving the goalposts. As soon as black people do something, white people feel like they're taking the L. They be like, Beyonce, she can't even sing. She can't dance. She can't do anything. Some kind of way, this is not really happening. Again, you want me to live in an alternate reality with you, and I'm not doing that. You know, so now they're going to do 2 categories since she won country album. Since she won the Guaff Best Country Album last year. Now they're going to do a contemporary category and a traditional category. Traditional? Okay. Yeah, okay. What do you mean by tradition? Y'all gonna have on white hoods? Like, what are you talking about? But okay. We already know how, for the most part, all music that has transcended time, okay, generations, we all know how most of that started, if not all of it, okay? Life. It's just trippy, but it is what it is, you know. It's a shoulder shrug. You know what I mean? Cowboy Carter was not traditional, holding a guitar, you know, talking about a horse, or it was talking about a horse. Look at that horse. But it wasn't talking about, like, as they say, traditional. It wasn't no, Beyonce didn't have her white hood on. Instead, she had on white chaps with the booty cheeks out. And the country people said, But yeah, too funny. So yeah, they're hating, and so now they have to have 2 categories. 2 categories it is then. So now that just gives black people another way to get in on the traditional side. But all that really is gonna do is just make sure white people get one. And it's like, yeah, you have to, you got to get the follow up, you know, so you can feel like you want a participation trophy. That's what you want, and the Grammys is making that happen. So, whatever. But, yeah. Let me tell y'all what I find so funny. Yesterday I had an appointment, and, I feel Perry coming to get me. Let me put on the AC. Hope it don't make too much noise. Me and Perry about to be rolling around on a live, okay? But, I had an appointment yesterday. Oh, I'm only doing 60 minutes, okay. At my appointment, I saw a lady that I got into a car accident with. And you know how you just kind of look around. I did a double take. I looked, and I was like, oh, that's the lady that hit me the last time. And where she hit me was at that same doctor's office or whatever. And she was like gagging, smoking her cigarettes. Like she was like choking, literally like right on at the accident scene, at the scene of the crime. She was like dying already. And I was just like, so seeing her yesterday was funny because she kept looking up at me, and every time, y'all, every time she looked up, I was like, every time, and I would make her eyes go away. Then she'll come when she'll come back. I was still like, it's me, bitch. It's me. She had begged me. She was like, please don't. At that time, this is probably last year or the year before. She was like, please don't call your insurance company. I said, oh yeah, because you're gonna be rolling on the ground with USAA. And so I let her pay me like $700. And I let her pay the installments. I said, just give me money. I said, and please understand, when it comes to money, when you owe me money, I'm the kind of person that's gonna ask for it. I don't care that you know you owe me money. We both know you owe me. And if you owe me money, I'm gonna ask for it. I don't care. I need my money the same way you needed my money. So please don't be around here owing me no money, because I'm going recoup. I'm gonna ask about it, and we gonna fall out about it. if that's what you want to do. If you want to fall out about it because I'm asking, we can fall out about it. But I'm gonna ask for my money. I don't give a damn. But yeah, it was funny to see her because she kept looking and she started typing. You know, she probably telling me, "Oh my God, I see this bitch from." It's just a lady I hit. It is. It is. You better move. You better not be in my way this time. I could use me a little chick. But yeah, that was trippy to see her. Jesus. So today's Friday, and I think y'all already know the deal. I can't do the 8. I can't do 8. I ain't got 8 hours on. I don't think I got 8 hours on no Friday. I don't think that's gonna happen. I got about 4. I got 4. I got half a days on Fridays. That's all I got. That is all I got. A lot of the people that got put out at my job got to get put back in. So when you talk about wasted abuse, it's like, count to 10 rule style. Bring it down. Doing too much. But that's why I too, like I mentioned earlier, will be always asking for forgiveness instead of abuse. I mean, forgiveness instead of permission. But yeah, that's why. I ain't got time for that. You know what I mean, y'all? It's too much. It's too much. So now all these people gotta come back, and that's good, because don't put that word by my desk. That's certainly what they try to do. So I'm already tired. I already have a full-time job doing my job. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Looks like, what time is it, y'all? Looks like I'm making it to work at a decent time. 7:26. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Look at me. Look at me. And I'm already doing the countdown. Okay? 8 o'clock. And then, of course, I have to leave at 11:30 because that's what time I would start my lunch. And then a half a day is 4 hours. You know, carry the 2, bring it down. Be real precise with my hours and my time, especially when it's time to go. But yeah, it's been storming so bad. It's supposed to storm again tomorrow. I said, it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna give you some snacks. And I'm gonna, there's a nice little parking spot right here for me. Okay, you know, I gotta back in like a getaway driver, like I always do. Yeah, I can't pay the 8 today. I only got 4. I got 4 hours today, and I really got that. I got 3.5 based on the time I know I'm leaving. But anywho, here goes my microphone. Was it working the whole time? Oh yes, it's still working. Testing. The mic sounds nice. Check 1. I'll spend a couple of more minutes with y'all. But anywho, did you miss me? Anywho, y'all, even though, like, I didn't wake up on the wrong side of the bed today, I don't have an attitude or anything, but, I feel like my energy is a little bit something. I don't know, and I don't know the reason. But I'm not gonna keep it that way. I'm just acknowledging it. But yeah, these are my paper towels. I need to replenish my paper towel. I be having to have paper towel. Listen, my car. I be needing all type of stuff around me. You never know. Okay, I got to have my blanket, my paper towels. Anyway, they had donuts for dads at Sophia's camp. So I said I need a donut. I mean, I'm not a dad, you know what I'm saying, but I need a donut regardless. So I got my donut and I got this. I'll probably save for Sophia. We will see. They had got speaking of Sophia, they got my order wrong at wherever we was, somewhere getting ready to get something to eat, like Chick-fil-A or whatever. Sophia gonna try to ask me. I said, "Oh my God, they got my order wrong. I gotta go back." She gonna say, "Are you gonna crash out?" She was excited. Am I gonna crash out? I said, "I don't think so." But it's so funny to see her like knowing current slang, lingo, whatever. It's like, what? You are 9, but okay. But no, I'm not gonna crash out. I mean, unless of course they try to play me, and then I'm gonna crash out. But anyway, y'all, let me go ahead and get inside and go ahead and let my time start ticking down now. Because, baby, immediately put my out of office message on. Don't say nothing to me. Don't be blind calling me. I need an email first. I need prep. I need prep time. I don't like answering cold calls. I still consider it a cold call at work. Don't just be calling my phone. But, anywho, peeps, y'all have a good day. Today's Friday. I don't know what y'all weather is giving. But still, no matter what the weather is giving, sunny skies, gray skies. Don't let nobody piss you off, y'all. It's pointless. It's pointless. But if they do piss you off, you know what to do. You're gonna pull them to the side and let them know. You know, it's easier to just leave me the hell alone. Life gets easier when you know to back off. But anywho, yeah, let me get inside. You know what I meant to talk about too? Sherry Shepherd saying something about Meg Thee Stallion's outfit. What's annoying about I guess Meg had on pasties, right? This is not the first time at the pasty rodeo. Is not. Come on, man. It's first of all, it's an award show. Number 2, Meg Thee Stallion's audience is not young girls. Okay? Now, listen. I've seen that my own daughter be trying to know a little Meg Thee Stallion, little Glorilla, whatever she has access to with her friends, even with her tablet. I get it. You know what I mean? I've been a kid before, and I get it. When I see her doing it, she know it's appropriate. I don't want to see you listening to none of that. Do I know that that's still happening? Yes. But I don't expect Meg to be my daughter's, anything. That's not her target audience. And so if Sophia is listening to Meg Thee Stallion, that's my fault. And that's just the bottom line. That's my fault. But it shouldn't be Meg's second job. Her side hustle isn't to make sure she's motivating the young girls to do anything. Having pasties is extremely Little Kim years ago when Diana Ross popped her right there. Having pasties on is very Cher. It's very Madonna. It's very Sherry Shepherd. Please. Okay? Enough. You try to be auntie. People, they not seeing you as auntie. So stop. They don't want you to be their aunt. If that's what you're saying. Because that means you're not the cool aunt. Okay? You might be the rich auntie, but you ain't the cool rich auntie. And that's problematic. Because, I'm going to need you to be both. But, yeah, so, I don't know. I don't know that it's a celebrity's responsibility. Now, if they want to take on, this kind of responsibility, they can. They have the option to. But Meg never said that. And why would she? You know what I'm saying? Like, she raps about specific things in a specific way. And I don't think it's her responsibility to try to find another way around it so that my daughter or whoever's daughter can anything. Okay, that's what Kids Bop radio's for. That's what Kids Bop is for. You want your kid to be motivated? That's what that's for. And so there's no, you know what I mean? So just like Glorilla won the gospel award and everybody was so mad. I said, go take it up with the Lord. Go take your grievances up with the Lord. Go pray about it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, y'all listen. Y'all trying to turn gospel into contemporary music, you know, otherworldly. What's it called? Whatever it's called. You turn it into that, an award will be won based on that. That's the bottom line. You saying that you want the kids to come on in and you want the kids to listen, so you add in certain beats, and you got me thinking it's trap gospel going on. Okay, so if you're going to play trap gospel and that's going to be the way to get the kids in because y'all are trying to motivate the kids as opposed to Meg, then even trap gospel has an opportunity to win an award. And that's the bottom line. Better luck next time. You know what I mean? And that's just it. Or, you know, file your grievances to BT or whoever and see if you can get another category. See if you can get a modern and a traditional gospel category. I think that's a good answer. But, you know, crying down to the ground, being a sore loser, it's given, you know, how salty are you? How salty is Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, in comparison? Pretzels to fatback. How salty are you? Because those two things and everything in between extra salty. I mean, it's giving high blood pressure salty, you know? And so, but yeah, anywho. Y'all have a good day. Like I said, have a good day on purpose. It's important, you know? I'm going to adjust my attitude too. I don't really have one, but I do have one. I have something going on right now. And I'm going to let it go because I only got 3.5 hours left to worry about it. At least to be in a vicinity where I don't feel like being bothered. And then maybe at 11:30 I'll just be like, you know, maybe the sun will come out. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean. Anywho, have a good one, y'all. And I will see y'all on Monday. And it's not, oh yeah, and you know what? Before, let me say one more thing. I can't always see who's watching. One thing I certainly don't see is who has watched. So I may be able to see if I may be able to see you watching me live. Sometimes the names come up. Sometimes it just has eyeballs. I don't know what that's about. But I don't know who my viewers are. I'm saying that to say that you could go ahead on my YouTube channel and follow me there and let me get my subscribers. And I still won't know it's you. I won't know that you all up and through. You know what I mean? But I'm asking y'all to go over there to my YouTube channel so I could do my lives from there. Or should I do my lives from TikTok? Or should I do my lives from Instagram? Like, what should I do? Because I need my and I'm saying that because I need my YouTube followers. And I know it's going to require me to do some more participation, but S.Styles Live on YouTube. S.Styles Live. Go over that channel. All my videos that I've done live on Facebook are uploaded to that channel. And so you can binge over there or watch there after the fact if, for whatever reason, whatever happens with these videos. But anywho, yeah, but I'm gonna have to figure that out sooner than later. I need some motivation, and I can right now. I'm the only one that can provide that to myself. So, all right, peeps, y'all have a good day. Later.